Hello and welcome. Today we're going aggressive with a deck I like to call Michiko Glitters. It's a loaded around artifact and enchantment themed deck centered around our two namesake cards, All That Glitters and Michiko's Reign of Truth. We're just trying to flood the board with artifacts and enchantments and then buff them up with these two cards. We got no really new cards from the latest set, Mom, but two standouts from all Obi-Wan are Skrell Defector Might and Swooping Lookout. We got a little bit of extra protection with a Mom style effect, which is also an artifact. And Swooping Lookout is a lot of value for just 1 mana. We get a 1/2 body and 2 keywords as well as being an artifact, so even more buffs all around. Other than that, we got some legendary equipment that works well with our keywords Eater of Virtue, and then our Shadow Spear, just an all-around great card. Springleaf Drum is another notable card as it really helps power out a lot of the deck by just helping us dump our hand out. And yeah, that's pretty much most of the deck. It's just a nice low-ground aggressive deck for some quick, easy wins. Alright, this is definitely a keepable hand. I like the turn 1 Kumano, so that's what we're going to start out with. Then next turn we can go Swooping Lookout into Springleaf into another Swooping, just dump our hand out. Goldhound is pretty good too. I think because blue-red, I'd rather have the 3rd point of toughness in case they have like a Fiery Impulse or something. Go Drum. Actually, rather than the 2nd Lookout, I'll go Goldhound instead.
What the dog doing?
Reach Sanitarium, interesting. Spell Dancer. Alright, flip of that. Could equip Shadow Spear, or I could just go Lookout into an All That Glitters. I think that's what I want to do. Lookout, and then All That Glitters, a Lookout, and I'll tap Etching, since Goldhound can just get through without trading. Just swing. And we're already at 10 life for the opponent. And they don't have an answer. GG. Alright, on the play of this game, we got a 1-lander, but a Springleaf Drum hand, so I'm okay keeping this. Not a whole lot of protection besides Alseed, but I think we'll be alright. Play the Lookout so we can attack and then tap it with Springleaf. Okay, we're against mono green, so don't need to really worry about protection. And we get the extra land anyway. Go Alseed, and the Springleaf. Then I'll tap that. Tap that for the Eater of Virtue, since the equip cost is less. So we could do an equip and Michiko's Reign of Truth. Oh, do Bloated Contaminator. Interesting. I'll play out Sacred Foundry. So I'll go Shadow Spear first for the extra count. Michiko's on the Lookout. And I'll tap the Alseed to equip the Eater of Virtue. Swinging for 9. Seems pretty good. Now, even if that dies, we can give Flying and Vigilance to Alseed. I will not block the Contaminator, though. They can proliferate. Oh, that actually kind of sucks. Yeah, they can proliferate my Saga, and then I don't get the buff next turn. Ooh, that's actually... God, proliferate is wild. Mostly because Sagas are weird. So that actually does kind of suck, but I think we can fight through that.
Oh no!
Oh my god, main deck Canker Bloom 2? Jesus. It's not the end of the world though, since Alseed can protect. So we'll just go Kumano. And then for 1, and we'll slap the Shadow Spear on the Lookout. See if they try to blow it up in response. They don't. I might trade the Lookout for the Bloated Contaminator next turn.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Okay. So Besage you. I can't protect with Alseed, so I will just let that go. Oh my god, did the game crash? we back in? Okay, yes, so we'll take action. We'll get a Sacred Foundry. It will put on Battlefield. Yeah, I'll pay 2 life. I want the extra mana. Because then we can put the Eater of Virtue on the Michiko and leave up Alseed still. So we'll pass back. So now we have a Flying and Vigilant Portrait. Questing Beast. Questing Beast. I'm fine letting that through because it has Death Touch. I am going to block the Contaminator though. I don't see what they could have for 1 mana. Pass back. Okay. Kind of think they're just dead. Well, I'll slap the Shadow Spear on. Go to combat. Oh, they'll barely survive because making me sack the Alseed will lower it by 1. What did they hit? Oh, they're hitting Shadow Spear. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So they'll take 7. They'll take 7, and actually I'm gonna move the Eater of Virtue to the Alseed in case I need to block with the Questing Beast. I don't think they'll have anything, but it doesn't really hurt since I have all this extra mana. This doesn't have Trample, just Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Creature deals damage equal to power target creature planeswalker. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll get lifelink on the sword too. And we'll just take this hit. Transform Kumano, doesn't really matter. Slap the sword on there, buff up with the Skrelv, and we will swing in. 4 lethal. Alright. GG. Alright, got a pretty good opener on the play. Lead off on a Gold Hound here. Pass back. Okay, so we're against Spirits. We'll see if it's just blue-white or Bant. Go with that. Lead off on the Patchwork Automaton. Nice thing about this matchup is we don't really have any instants or sorceries for Wanderer to fuck up. Shocking and Hallowed Fountain, okay. So here we'll lead off on a Synthesizer, so get off the draw. Buff up our Patchwork Automaton. 2 mana up, they probably have some kind of counter spell, and probably like Spectral Sailor or Rattle Chains. Is that the one that gives hexproof? Do Gold Hound, buff it up even more. And we'll play an Alseed.
Nope.
Alright. With that the Geistlight Snare. Okay, so we'll just swing in. We have a counter spell. Interesting it chose the Alseed out of everything. Second Wanderer. Ooh, they're only on 1 mana here, so they could still have Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce does suck, but we can pay for it. And they might not be able to see that we can pay for it. And that was all they needed to see. Alright. Alright, and that was the deck. I'm not going to lie to you, this deck does sometimes feel a little bit like a glass cannon, and sometimes it does shatter against more removal-heavy decks like Control or even Rakdos midrange sometimes. But with the protection pieces, I think the deck still has a decent chance and kind of just depends on your draw. Overall, just a fun, quick deck to play if you want to get some quick, aggressive games in. Thanks for watching. Consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed what you saw, and have a good one.